Yes, we're back. OTC. Happy New Year, everybody. We got the NFL ready to roll. Playoff time here in Carolina. Me and Willy Katts. We have Willy Katts as our special guest today. We're going to talk about the game, the Panthers against the Rams. Rich Pacelli is out at a freaking wedding in Atlanta. He's going to be so pissed off. Z-Man, how you doing? Willie, how you guys doing?
Happy New Year, boys. What's up?
Happy New Year.
Football
Happy New Year.
season. This is the best time of the year for football, boys.
Absolutely. Willie, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you guys bringing me back on the show. I think part of that is because Cap and I are hooking up.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You know what they say, Cap.
Well, you kidding me? Well, we can't keep up with the mailbag. Everybody wants you back.
Z, don't cash that check too soon.
Well, we got to.
Most of the checks I've been cashing are like basketball courts. They're bouncing.
I love it. So what are we feeling tonight, boys? I did, a disclaimer. I listened to a little ESPN on the car ride home to prep.
Beautiful.
But I'll let you guys take the stage. I would like to say one thing,
yeah.
but maybe you guys can let me jump in.
Go ahead, jump in, Will. You've got the floor, kid.
I got to get this off my chest. Let's get it out of the way.
That's what we're here for. OTC, off the chest, baby.
That's what it is. You're the man, Will. Go ahead.
I love it. So we'll call it off the chain. So I have to get the Jets out of the way, and then I can.
Perfect.
All right, let's talk NFL.
Yeah.
Let's go. Talk NFL.
So, I see they let Harbaugh go.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Shit.
So the rumor is that there's only 6 vacancies. They said that seven franchises have already called his agent. I pray the Jets are one of them.
I don't think it's going to be the Jets.
It's not.
Not a chance.
That would make too much sense.
It would.
All right, you guys, let's do this. You guys are both Jet fans. I am not.
Oh.
So let me drive
Don't
the
remind
car, and then you guys. No, hang on. Let me drive the car, and then you guys can take over.
All right.
This is what I see with the Jets. One, there's no way that Harbaugh's going there. He's going to the Giants, and they're just that. If he doesn't go to the Giants, he's going to go to the Raiders. And the outside choice would be the Cowboys, but I don't think he can put up with Jerry Jones. But the place he's going to probably wind up going is the Giants. But anyways, let's talk about the Jets.
Right.
All right. The Jets are a mess from the owner on down. But that being said, they have the opportunity to change things around. The first thing is, I don't think you should fire that coach. Okay? I know Pete Carroll one and done with the Vegas Raiders. I get it. But I think you need to give this coach at least one more year, because if he's anything like Dan Campbell was in Detroit, and that's where he comes from, then the Jets may be onto something. You guys have got to draft better. You can't keep drafting these stiffs. And you need to spend your money, your free agent money, better. You're not going to get good in a year. You have to understand that.
I agree with all the things you're saying.
But I'll tell you, and this is the last thing, Joe, and then you and Willie are going to take over. The way the draft is now, the Jets have the second pick. Under no uncertain terms, none. If I was a Jet fan, would I want Dante Moore from Oregon? None. This guy's only played 19 college games. He just turned 20 years old. This guy will be the second coming to the Jets that Sam Darnold was. It took Darnold a long time to figure it out, and I don't think he could handle the big city. If you put this Moore guy in there with the lack of experience at the college game, he's set up for failure. So here you go, boys. Drive the car.
All right, Willie. What's your response there, Willie?
The Jets suck. All right.
Right.
Get rid of the coach.
So you're for getting rid of them.
Just get rid of them. Get rid of everybody. Bring in Harbaugh. I agree with you. They're going to draft this Oregon QB. It's going to be a disaster. And give everything away. Go Harbaugh, Burrows, and that's it. And get rid of everything.
I would.
I don't want to hit.
If I had a magic wand, that's what I would do. No question, Willie. But realistically, I know this is what here's the Jets. This is Nostradamus. And this is because in the last 55 years, we've seen exactly what the Jets are going to do in in Nostradamus quatrains. They're going to go next year. They're going to draft somebody at quarterback, whether it's Dante Moore, whether they go somebody.
Dante Moore.
All right. Say
Put your money on it.
All right. So they get Dante Moore. They throw him into the fire. They just go winless for the first half of the season, and then Aaron Glenn is gone. Dante Moore's a mess. The Jets are a mess. Instead, what they should do is, if you want to draft Dante Moore, I don't have a problem with that, but sit him on the bench. Let him do what Jackson Dart did. Wait at least halfway through the season. Watch and get a quarterback. I don't care. You get anybody. Get any backup utility quarterback in the NFL to start the season. Even who do they got now? Fields is going to be gone, I guess, because they don't want to pay him.
Fields.
Yeah.
Who the hell is going to take Fields?
Nobody. Well, they're going to just release him, and then they're going to eat. They got to eat like $20 million.
Well, who are you going to get to start? You need, obviously a bridge quarterback.
Yeah, you're not going to the playoffs next year, so that's that. You just need somebody to start the season that knows the offense.
Somebody.
Who?
You know what? You had somebody.
Who?
You know where he's playing? He's playing on Monday night in Pittsburgh.
All right, Darnold.
You had the right guy.
Yeah, all right. But let's forget that. That's
the right
past.
Guy.
That is water under the bridge. That is forget it.
Will,
forget that.
What do you think, Will?
Well, you're the one who just said keep Aaron Glenn. The guy flies across the country, Hall of Fame quarterback, and he flies across the country, and that guy slams the door in his face.
That's what I'm saying. But you had the right guy.
I can't imagine that was just him, but okay, whatever. But I'm just saying. Listen,
Cap, I think that was all him.
Yeah, well, if it is, then we're in bigger trouble than what I'm saying.
We got to get off the Jets.
Yeah, let's.
Starts the year for the Jets.
My hand in the door.
Let's get off the Jets.
Russell Wilson starts the year for the Jets.
Okay, that's fine. If they draft a quarterback.
If you're going to draft this kid from Oregon, then you need somebody like Russell Wilson to start the year for the Jets. And you got to let him play. You can't let him play 3 games and then say, fuck it, we're going to put – oops, sorry.
Well, yeah, 5 or 6 games maybe would be better.
You got to let this kid play. Listen, you guys got major, major problems.
Yeah, no, it's
1 year is not going to fix you guys.
I agree.
We're done.
Yeah.
It's the worst franchise in football.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the only question is this the worst Jet team of all time? That's the real question. But whatever. Let's move on.
You tell me. You guys follow the game. What do you think?
I think it's close. I think the Kotite years were absolutely the most miserable years of all. Willie knows. We've been at those games. It was so brutal, but the Jets have had so many brutal seasons. They're all horrifying, and they're just as horrifying this year. Actually, I can only say one glimmer of hope is that at least they lost when they should have lost to try to get up, in the draft pick. If they would have lost to the Rams and, they would have gotten the first pick a couple years ago, we would have, what's the name of that quarterback from Jacksonville at quarterback, and he would be our guy. But no. It's nope. They just can't even lose the right way. So losing, it helps them.
Well, while we're on the subject, everybody talked about the Giants and how they messed up the draft because they won games. You know what? The Giants are a lot closer to being relevant than the Jets are going to be.
No question.
And the main draft or free agent that the Giants can get to put them over or put them in contention quickly is John Harbaugh as a coach.
Yeah,
that's what this team needs. Guidance.
I think they're going to get him. I don't think. I mean,
I do too.
I think it's a done deal.
You're right. It's a logical choice.
Yeah.
That for both.
The Giants can offer this guy more than anybody else. And with Jackson Dart, he starts fresh with a new leader.
Yeah.
You got it. You know what? You can talk about what you want. You can go to the Pittsburgh game on Sunday night. I think that John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson came to a fork in the road, and because Lamar Jackson's making like $250 million, somebody had to go, and it was easier to get rid of the coach.
Yeah. I mean, I was listening to, just to PTI, and they were saying, well, get rid of the offense coordinator, defense coordinator, and keep the head coach, which, kind of would be like, okay, I could see that. But I was definitely not – I was a little shocked that they fired him because he is a quality coach. And like you said, how many teams that have openings are calling him already? Every team.
You guys realize
right, Cap. Like, the thing about –
Go ahead, Joe.
No,
the thing about Harbaugh is, he made no mistakes coaching. They just got bad bounces, missed field goals.
Yeah.
But he's not out there playing. He didn't make everything tactical. That guy was in line. The ball didn't bounce their way. I mean, that guy's funny.
This guy averaged 10 wins a season for 18 years.
Yeah,
his overall record was 180 and 111.
Yeah, there you go.
7 calls. 6 openings. His agent got 7 calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Maybe the seventh was the Jets, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm sure that this guy's getting calls like from Jerry Jones. I'm sure the Cowboys call.
Would they be crazy not to? They'd be crazy not to.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I think anybody should call. Why not?
But I think overall, he's got to probably lean to the Giants because of the stability of the franchise. Being in New York, he can make more money than he ever thought about making, and he can almost have control of the team where he didn't necessarily have it in Baltimore. Now he'll have a say, and he's got a bunch of young guys that will respect him because he's been there and done that.
Yeah.
If the Giants mess this up,
I know
they deserve everything they're going to get.
They better be flying over to his house. They better be taking him out to dinner. They better be, giving him whatever he wants, and because this is what they need. They got a quarterback.
Right.
I mean, they've got some part of the nucleus. I mean, Joe Shane is still hanging around, which is, not a horrible thing. I don't think he's horrible as a GM. I mean, so.
Well, you need a talent evaluator.
Yeah.
You've got to have somebody that can evaluate the talent both in the free agent market and in the draft, because if you're the Giants, you're not that far away. You're not.
No, absolutely.
You were competitive. Look at like Willie said. I think no one could have really said it better. Like when you talked about Baltimore and look at the break. Look at the breaks that went against the Giants this year.
Yeah,
and I'm not a Giant fan.
They lost how many games when they had the lead? They lost something crazy. They got a record where they lost a game with 2. I don't know, the Denver game, right? 19 minutes. No, what was it? 19. They were up 19 minutes. They were up 19 points in the fourth quarter. 19 points. And not only that, it was like 4 minutes to go. Something crazy. Like out of 3,000 games that's happened to, the Giants were the only team to lose that game. I mean, that's insane. I mean, I watched it unfold and couldn't believe my eyes. And I was watching it with a Giant fan, and I was telling him there is no way the Giants are going to blow this. And he was on pins and needles, and sure enough, I couldn't believe the Giants blew it. Unbelievable.
Hey, did you guys see this stat? How about in NFL history, this year was tied for second. There were 63 NFL games that were decided by 3 points or less.
Wow.
How's that?
I did not know that.
There were,
how's it?
There were a lot of good
I
games.
thought you were gonna throw the 0 interceptions.
Yes,
by the Jets
Willie,
after
I was
that.
right. Exactly, Willie. That's what I was thinking. All right, let's change gears
Let's
now.
talk about the playoffs.
Let's talk. Yeah, let's get off this. Let's talk about the playoffs. Z-Man, what are you thinking? Who's going to be the team that's going to surprise everybody? What team do you like?
Well, I'll give you two teams in each league.
Go ahead.
This is how we'll start. Well, I'll go first.
Right.
I think right now, if you gave me $100 and dropped me off at a casino, and you told me I could bet any team, I'm betting the Rams.
Okay, to win
I
it
think
all.
The Rams are the closest to being well-rounded
Right.
of any of the 14 teams.
Okay.
But now, if you gave me $200 and told me I could bet any team other than the Rams to win the Super Bowl, I would bet one of two teams. I'm betting either the Eagles
Okay.
or the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Interesting. Okay.
The Jags. This team has been so far under the radar in this year. But how is it that they're going to start off with the Buffalo Bills? If the Buffalo Bills are ever going to win a Super Bowl, it's going to be this year. But they have to beat the Jacksonville Jags first.
Well,
and I don't think they can.
it's their own. It's the way the season ended up. They were not a dominant team this year. The Bills were not that dominant team. Their defense was weak. A lot of games they were able to come back and win some big games. So in their division,
their
division
pick,
was
Joe?
terrible too. So other than New England,
in the NFC, AFC, if you could pick two teams,
all right,
who would you pick?
All right, these are my picks, and then we'll go to Willie. I'm giving. Here's the thing. I like the pick with the Rams. All right, but, and this is a big but, if Seattle somehow cannot get a stinker from Darnold, like if you know how Darnold has those stinker games where he throws 4 interceptions and he loses his shit. If I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. Because their defense, and Darnold looks like an MVP again. I mean, geez. Now, that could change in a heartbeat. He could throw 3 or 4 interceptions, and they're done. But that's why I think the Rams have a slight edge, because Stafford is awesome, and Adams is coming back, and him and Puka are fucking phenomenal. So that's that, the NFC. Now, the Eagles are, believe it or not, are kind of in the background, which I think they want to be. I don't think they're as dominant as they have been over the years, injuries, etc. Their offense isn't as great, But anyway, AFC. Here is my AFC dark horse. Houston Texans. Now, I don't think the Houston Texans can win it all, but I think they can come out of the AFC.
Okay, good pick. What do you got, Will?
What do you got, Willie?
I can't believe it. You guys really know your shit. I agree with all your picks.
We don't know shit. That's the thing.
Will, I don't know who you're talking to, Will, but I don't think you got the right two guys.
Exactly.
Believe me.
So, I 2 weeks ago, I thought San Francisco was going to roll.
Right.
And then I watched 3/4 of the Seattle-San Francisco game, and the thing that impressed me about Seattle is they punished San Fran.
They are brutal.
They're so it's like, wow, that really caught my attention. But I think also on the Jacksonville pick, which I love, because listen, as much as I hate upstate, I love this guy, Allen. I love it. But he's banged up. They're not as good a team as they are. This guy's is having trouble carrying the team. Their receivers aren't as good. I love the Jacksonville pick. I really do. What's the line on that? 1.5? Or
1.5. We're gonna break each game down.
Yeah. If I can interject here, Buffalo blew it because they needed home field. That's their extra. That's their 12th man. That play in Buffalo in fucking January. Now, you go down to fucking Jacksonville in January, forget it, man. But if Jacksonville had to come up to Buffalo, that's to me, that's like 7 points right there. I mean, shit.
Let's do this. Okay, here's the AFC games. Yeah. All right, I'm going to each guy gives one bullet of what they think and a winner. Okay, so the first game on the board, the Jags are 1.5 against the Bills. That's Sunday, 1:00 CBS. Joe, give me one thought on what do you think about the game, and then give me the winner.
Well, I think the winner is going to be Jacksonville. I think they're playing at their peak level right now. The last few games, they've been putting up a lot of points. Their offense is kicking. They're playing down in Jacksonville. They got the home field. They're home cooking. Jacksonville's going to win.
What do you think, Will?
I agree. I like Jacksonville. I like their defensive line matches up well. It's strength on strength, right? And I don't think Allen can carry him. I think he's a little banged up. So I'm going with Jacksonville.
I agree. I'm going with Jacksonville, too, because I think the underlying feature in this game is the Jacksonville defense is so underrated. Everybody talks about Seattle and Houston, but look at the Jacksonville defense. It's a top 5 defense, and I believe that they're going to make Buffalo one-dimensional, and I think with this coach, Liam Cohen, who could be coach of the year, I think he's got Trevor Lawrence on the right track, and I think the Jags are going to win that game. All right, so now next up in the AFC is the Patriots Sunday night are 3.5-point favorites over the Los Angeles Chargers. Will, we'll start with you this time. What do you think about that game, and who do you pick for a winner?
Yeah, God, do I have to really say this?
Yeah, exactly. I know where you're going, Will.
The one caveat is I'm a big UNC fan, so May, I love the quarterback.
Yeah, May.
Coach is great.
Yep.
I just think that the Patriots are. I think the Patriots could actually blow them up. To be honest.
Okay.
I like the Pats big in that game. As much as I hate to admit it, and I just think they have it home. The whole thing sets up really well for them.
I agree with that. I agree with Willie. Yeah, I agree with Willie.
You got
100%.
You got the Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay. Put your seatbelts on when you're sitting in the back seat of my car. I'm taking all day the Chargers plus 3.5. They're going to win the game outright. And the difference in this game is going to be Justin Herbert versus Drake May. Give me a guy that's been there, done that, versus a guy that's never done it in the playoffs. I don't care about the home field advantage. Give me Justin Herbert and give me Jim Harbaugh as a coach over Mike Vrabel. I'm taking the 3.5.
All right. And that's what makes horse racing.
And the last game for the AFC is Monday night. It's going to be the Houston Texans minus 3.5 as a road favorite at Pittsburgh. I'll start here. I'm taking the home underdog. Give me the Steelers plus 3.5.
To win?
I know the Texans.
To win or cover?
I know I'll take the Steelers to win outright, but I want the points, 3.5.
All right.
I think, so after what I saw Sunday night about that home field advantage in Pittsburgh, that's all I need. My bet is on the home field versus C.J. Stroud, the quarterback of the Texans. I think he's had a down year, and I think that will cost him in a one-and-done. Cap, you're up.
I think their defense is just – they will crush Steelers' offense. I just don't see how the Steelers – now, if by some chance They get back from his suspension. What the hell's his name?
He's back.
He's
DK
back.
Metcalf.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he's back. He's playing.
All right, and he plays like an animal, which he has been over in the past. You know, he can make a difference, but I still don't think it's enough. I think that the Texans are going to bury him. I think Texans.
Okay.
Yeah,
what do you got, Will?
I'm with you. I actually saw the Texans play the Titans. Not a good barometer. It was a weak Titans team.
Sorry.
I went to the game this year. Houston is tough. They didn't get Rodgers at all. The Ravens should have really won the game. I think the Steelers are lucky to be in it, and I'm with you, Cap. I really like Houston in this game.
Yep. Okay, that's fair takes on that. Let's go to the NFC.
Let's go.
First game on the board, we're going to talk about the Packers and the Bears. Third meeting of the season, division rival. Both teams were 1-1 against each other. This is Saturday night in Chicago. I'll be quick. It's the Packers all day. The bet is against Caleb Williams. I don't trust him as Chicago's quarterback. I trust Jordan Love more. I think Packers are going to win because they have the pedigree. They're going to move forward and play Seattle next week. Give me the Packers as a road favorite right now of 1.5. I'm on Green Bay. Joe, you're up.
All right. Now you're going with the experience over. I mean, the Bears have been playing. They're another team. They're playing the top of their game. I think Caleb Williams is playing great. They're home, right? They're in Chicago.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to take the Bears.
Okay. What do you got, Will?
Yeah, it's a tough one for me. I'm going to have to agree with Z on this one. I like the fact Love and Watson are coming back. The Bears have not been there. I love Caleb. He's playing well. But I think I'm with Z on this. With Love and Watson coming back, I like the Pack.
All right. Let's go to the next game. Sunday, 4:35. It's the Philadelphia Eagles as a home favorite of 4.5 or 5 against the San Francisco 49ers. Will, you're up first. What do you got?
Yeah, again, I really like the Eagles. 2 weeks ago, I would have probably not even come close, and San Fran would have been a home team, but I think the Eagles are tough. They're on the upswing. I like them at home. Tough place to win, Lincoln Field. Really like the Eagles in this one.
All right, right on, Will. What do you got, Joe?
Yeah, I agree with Willie. I think the Eagles are going to take it.
Okay. Now for the last game in the NFC, the game that you two are
we'll
both going to be in attendance. The Rams are a 10.5-point road favorite at the Panthers. I'll be quick. Rams are probably going to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC. I like where the Panthers are headed. I think they need a little more help. I would not re-up Bryce Young on a new contract. I would let him play out his rookie deal. But I think they'll be better in the future. But I think they're one and done. I just think the Rams have too much firepower. What do you got, Cap?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think the Rams are going to win, but I'm taking the points. I'm taking the Panthers to cover.
Yep. 10.5. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. A lot of points.
You're right. Listen, that's a lot of wood, right? 10 points. I think it's 10.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could go higher by game time. Who knows?
The Rams have a tendency to go into these funks sometimes early. But I like the Rams to win. I don't know if they're cover. Listen, this guy Puka, I mean, he's throw the ball anywhere near him.
Yeah.
He's going up there, he's getting the ball, and he's getting 4 or 5 yards. This guy I think he's the best receiver in the league right now.
Yeah.
I love the Rams. I love the Rams. My son's a big Rams fan. I have to agree with Z. I like him going to the bowl as well.
And you got Adams coming back too, so if he's healthy.
There you go.
Which he looks like he's healthy too. They just rested him basically the last couple games.
Yeah.
And I think, Joe, I think for my picks, we just gave out my picks, but I'm going to give you 2 plays that I would play above all others. Laying the 1.5 against with the Packers against the Bears, and I'm taking the 3.5, 4 with the Chargers at New England. Those are going to be my two picks. Our picks, by the way,
that's a
our
picks,
pick, by the way, went 40, 41, and 3. We were 5-2 in the bowl game, so we made a little bit of a comeback. But you know what? No risk, no reward. There's your plays.
You got it.
Let's talk college football because I know you guys got a lot to say on that. What do you think about this college playoff?
Well, I'll start off and say that Indiana is just looking like, a juggernaut now, which is hard to say. Indiana and juggernaut in football is almost in 150 years. Nobody's ever said that. But this year, they've beaten the best of the best. Now, with that said, I think they're going to win this week. And then look out because Miami, it looks like they're on a mission. So those are the two teams that I think will get there. Oregon is kind of, it's hard for me to go for Oregon because they always tend to get shut down. And Indiana already beat Oregon right during the season, I think, Z-Man. Is that correct?
Yeah, first game of the season.
Yeah.
Right, or second.
So, I'm looking at Miami. I'm looking at Indiana. So those are my two guys.
Yeah, you watch football, the college football game, and you just look at the SEC day in and day out, and you're like, oh my God, this is such the power division in college football. And then you look, and 3 out of the 4 teams are not SEC teams.
Exactly.
And you have an Ole Miss team facing a red-hot Miami team, right? That being said, I'm going to go with the SEC. Indiana looks unbeatable right now. And I think if Oregon can hang with Indiana, I think that would show that they're beatable. So I'm going to take Ole Miss. I'm going to take Ole Miss to win it all over Indiana. Ballsy pick,
nice.
I know, but that's kind of – I feel the SEC is strength and they'll rise to the occasion. But we'll see,
I'd like to add one. I'd like to add one thing to yours, Willie.
Yep.
I love this kid Chambliss as quarterback. By the way,
he
played his ass off.
You guys must have been reading the paper with me today at lunch because, Will, I'm with you. I love Mississippi speed. Growing up, I loved Miami. I loved everything about the U. I love everything about it. In that game, Miami and Ole Miss is not going to be afraid of Miami or of Carson Beck because they saw him at Georgia.
Right.
And I think overall speed and the chip on Mississippi's shoulder about Lane Kiffin splitting them for the LSU job, I think that plays big factors. So I'm with Willie. I love Mississippi. I'm against you guys with Indiana. I don't think this Mendoza guy is everything that he's cracked up to be. And I look at the Heisman jinx and like Heisman Trophy winners in these big championship games or whatever, they don't usually play well. Yeah. I'm going to take Oregon because the defense that Oregon played against Texas Tech was savage.
Yeah.
I'm taking Oregon and the points. And I think the fact that Indiana beat them once already will play to my factor. So give me Oregon, give me Mississippi. I'll take both the dogs. And I'm with Willie. I think Mississippi's going to win the whole thing.
All right. It's funny. Mendoza, he reminds me of Vinny Testaverde a little bit. You know what I mean?
Bit.
Yeah, He's got that.
I thought that, Joe.
Like the way Vinny used to run, and he's big and strong and kind of awkward a little bit, but tough. And now Mendoza's got the tools like Vinny did. And does he have – and he seems like he's got the attitude, the brain, But then again, Ryan Leaf was a no-brainer when he came out and Peyton Manning. So who would have thought that? So
Look at that. I got a little Testaverde story for you.
Go ahead.
All right.
Long Island Broncos we played against Testaverde when I was in 8th grade for the Long Island Championship.
You played against Vinny Testaverde, Willie?
What position did you play,
in
Will?
8th grade.
Holy shit. Nice.
What position did you play, Will?
I played in midgets. In youth, I played running back and safety.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
Wilson, nice.
Right.
That's an off-the-chest take right
Yes.
there, man. That's a deep cut.
Awesome.
A little Testaverde story. We're the same age.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And guess what? He was 6'5" in 8th grade.
Oh, I believe
man,
it. I believe it.
monster.
I believe it. He
And
was
what-
fucking huge. I mean, as for a quarterback.
While we're on this subject, man, we're going to stick with just football for this show. Now that we're in college, let's talk about this NIL crap, because this system is totally broke, and they got to figure out a way to fix it, because these nuts are running this nut house.
Yeah.
It's no longer academics and athletics. It's all about the Benjamins. Straight cash, homie. And they got to figure out a way to fix it.
I mean, it's almost like you just make it like a farm system, like they're actually professionals. They're getting paid like professionals, and until they get into the NFL. I mean, I don't know how else you could do it. The NCAA doesn't really have any kind of pull or any kind of rules now. It's kind of ridiculous.
They don't have a governing body.
That's what I'm saying.
A governing body.
It's almost like you just start off as like college football of America, and then whatever, and then have divisions. Forget these conferences. But listen, we could talk for hours and hours on it. It's going to be something that's going to evolve over the next, I don't know how many years, but it's very complicated, Z-Man.
Will, you last time we had you on the show, Will, you were like really versed in a lot of this stuff.
What do you got to say, Will?
Give us a quick take of what you think.
Yeah, listen, I'm entrenched in it, right? My son works for a sports representation team. He's a rep. He's the chief operating officer of Jordan Sports Group. Shout out to him. And what's going on with this is, listen, it's a rebalance. It's a little out of hand. It absolutely is. But for years and years and years, these players have been taken advantage of. It's as simple as that. Do they need to get a handle on it? Absolutely. But let me ask you two, has the college product ever been better?
Oh, it's great. I love it.
It's just like, so let these guys fight it out for the money.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
Lane Kiffin, Saban, all these guys get paid.
Yeah,
these kids
I agree.
All deserve to get paid. Someone's got to get a handle. But I would tell you, they always look at the reps, right? Like the reps of the money. The money, the guys grabbing all the money. That's not how it works in NIL. The reps go in, just so you know, and I'm not going to throw around. It's a confidentiality thing, but suffice to say, these reps that take these college students on, they take very little. They give them, and listen to me. I know this, so you guys we can be crystal clear on this. These guys, they give them financial guidance. They take a very, very small cut of the percentage, and it's so negotiable. They rep them. They look over their contract. They give them financial advice. These reps they have financial advisors, so they're not just giving them the cash. They're giving them advice.
Yeah, because they're all kids.
They're getting them deals.
Yeah,
they're getting them deals.
Yeah,
and these kids deserve it.
I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more, Will. Yep.
Yeah.
I would say that this is my two cents, and I'll be real brief. If you're I agree with both of what you guys said, but if you're going to do this, there has to be regulation. The first part of that regulation has to be they've got to change what they call the college year. They got to move the transfer portal away from these bowl games.
Yep.
They got to allow these kids to do their thing.
And the coaches too. And the coaches too.
Yeah. And the coaches too.
I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. Lane Kiffin's not coaching in the CFP. I mean,
you got to move. You got to move. It's all based on the college year. So
Right.
you've got to move the portal and reset the year. And the only other thing I would say that may not be popular, but I'm with Willie. I'm for these guys getting as much as they can get.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing. You can't double dip.
No.
There should be a requirement where if you take my money, let's just say you're a redshirt sophomore, and you take my money, you got to be here for 2 years. There's got to be a contract signed.
Like I said, we could talk about this for hours and hours.
Yep, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can't just keep jumping from team to team every year.
No, absolutely.
You can't do it.
Listen, the way we have to, leave this off is there needs to be adjustments.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to come in that's reasonable. It needed to go the other way. It's kind of like Trump Biden, right?
Yep.
You had to go all the way. Hopefully there'll be a rebalance here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
that's
what we're hoping.
Yep.
All right, guys.
That's awesome, Will.
Let's wrap it up. We got the Panthers this weekend. I'm going to see you, Willie, in a couple days. We're gonna talk next week. Willie, I want to have you back next week after we see the Panther game and talk.
Great. Well, if you got time, we'd like to have you back.
And shout out to Pacelli.
Yes.
He hooked us up. He got us a sideline row 2, section 109 seat. Where the guy sent. His friend sent them to me. The guy hasn't even called me for the money.
Yeah, you might see us on TV.
What goes on in Carolina?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the way it is down here, man. It's like sure
hey,
thing, pal.
Let's give a shout out to all the Oswego guys, and let's give a shout out to our producer Mo Lapine. Happy New Year, Mo.
Happy New Year.
You do a good job with this.
Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll see you guys.
New Year.
We'll see you guys next week, and we'll be back to tell you all about this weekend and all the games and all that. All right, until we see you next week here at OTC.
OTC.